How's it going, everybody? Let's talk a little bit about empathy. Some people will tell you that empathy is a gift, that it's a blessing. You were born with it, and that your job is to walk through this world feeling everybody's pain and being a healer. Other people like Carl Jung will tell you that it's a defense mechanism, that it's a skill you learned in order to survive the demands of a dysfunctional household, where knowing the right thing to say or the right thing not to say was a skill you picked up in order to avoid pain, maybe even emotional or physical abuse. You learned how to read the room and you became a people pleaser. And you learned how to bury your own feelings down behind a smile, or maybe even in older years, behind destructive behaviors like drugs, alcohol, sex, daredevil lifestyles, whatever it took to mask or numb out. You did that to keep these things at bay. I'm not here to talk about where empathy comes from. I'm here to talk about what it's like for those of us who are empathic. To talk about how some days it's just fucking exhausting to wake up and feel the pain of the world from the minute your eyes open. That pain that's always there deep down in some part of us, even in the midst of our joy. And sometimes the people around us just won't get it, or they get sick and tired of us. They tell us to suck it up. They tell us we're weak or that we're being too emotional. And sometimes that is the case. Sometimes in our moments of humanity, we might be tempted to play the victim. But here's the truth. Deep down inside, we know this to be true. We feel it. The part of us that is sensitive enough and aware enough to feel these things is also strong enough to carry it. We wouldn't be here if that wasn't true. And it's not up to us how other people take our gift. One of the things that we need to learn is the importance of good boundaries. Sometimes we just need to take the phone off the hook. Sometimes we just need to walk away, find some space to breathe. Sometimes we need to say no to other people and yes to ourselves. And that's where the price of this gift comes in. When we were younger, or maybe even into our older years, we surrounded ourselves with people who might be going through the same thing, whether or not they're aware of it. People who taught us how to be crazy. People who taught us how to have fun. People who taught us how to blow off our sadness and chase whatever high came along. But when we're done doing that, and we begin to do our own healing, sometimes those people are just too painful to be around. And there comes a time when we need to let them go. They're not our enemies. We may even love them dearly. But in order to heal, we need to remove them from our lives. And sometimes they do that favor for us. They walk away because we're just not as much fun as we used to be, or we've changed. And that is true. We have changed. We've grown. We've come to accept this gift. And now we're just trying to work through what it means to carry it. And as we begin to put our boundaries in place, we begin to sort out what really belongs to us and what belongs to others. And we learn to deal appropriately once we've figured that out. We also develop an ability to sit with others, to hold space non-judgmentally with others, and allow them to do the work that they need to do. And they begin to feel safe enough in our presence, perhaps, to do just that. This is a tough road, but it's a road that's in high demand. And as I was told many years ago by someone, an elder that I've learned a great deal from, and that I consider a true friend, sometimes in order to get through it, you just need to pray your ass off and hang on. Until next time.